Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I'm here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message finds you blessed and full of abundance. Thank you guys for all your likes, for all your shares, for all your love, for all your comments, and everything else that you guys do, including your donations and your personal reads. I really appreciate that. All the links for that in the description box down below. Check it out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please think about sticking around and joining the tribe, okay? So, let's see what kind of message Spirit has for you today. Okay. So, okay. Overcoming difficulties, okay? The worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges, okay? Overcoming difficulties and sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So, I'm really getting here that there's somebody who obviously has been who's needing some comfort right now, because there's comfort on the back of the deck, okay? I feel like there's somebody whose spirits are really trying to comfort them, to calm them, to tell them it's okay. You can allow yourself to feel your emotions. You can work through it. Your emotions are there to help you figure out why you feel the way that you do. They are not there just to bring you down, just to lower your vibe or any of that stuff. They all serve a purpose, even the ones that might lower our vibration if we stay in them or we let them control us, but they are here. Honor yourself and honor your feelings, because you have overcome a tower moment is what I'm feeling like. You are going through a tower moment right now. You're feeling very sensitive. You're feeling in your emotions. Your emotions are running high. They're showing me that emotions are running high from the Moonology deck, okay? And Spirit is saying that you need to bring comfort and honesty and honor yourself in your situation, because I felt like you really recently went through something. This is either you or somebody close that you're connected to, okay? So let the energies resonate as they do for you, as always, in any of the readings that I do. That you need to honor that right now, that it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be gentle with yourself right now, because that's what you really need. Patience, yeah. So Spirit is saying, okay, have patience in this situation. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So you are on the other side of this. You are going to get something that you've been asking for, but I feel like, unfortunately, Spirit had to deliver it to you in a tower moment, very dramatic, kind of upheaval kind of way. And Spirit is saying that they're trying to bring a message here of comfort. Do your favorite things, eat your favorite meals, hang out with your favorite people, do things that make you feel comfortable, that make you feel high vibrational, that make you feel safe and secure and listened to, acknowledge that, okay? And Spirit is saying that you need to take back your power, because whatever you were putting your work, your energy into was taking too much from you. And that's why Spirit was like, we have to take this excuse me, because something else that you want, it needs space, it needs room, it deserves energy in your life. And so we're going to have to take this away so that we can give you something that needs the space more, or that something that you're really asking for, it needs that space to enter your life. Beloved ones, okay, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So if some of you, okay, so I'm getting that some of you might have recently lost someone out of your life in some type of way. I'm not getting, I was just saying, I'm not very like a death or anything like that, but I am feeling, again, like I said, there's a message here on the back of a tower moment. So you've discovered something, you went through some type of betrayal, you really felt like Spirit was like, this needed to end. Whatever you were dealing with, it needed to end. And it was based on some kind of communication, okay? So it could have been friends, it could have been family, it could have been a mindset, it could have been a job, it could have been a location. So it was taking from you. It was taking energy from you, and it was putting you in this kind of space where you felt like you weren't really getting what you need. And Spirit is saying, we want to bring something into your life that you've really been wanting, that you've really been asking for. And I honestly feel like for a lot of you, it is a relationship. It's either like a new friendship, a new relationship, So you right now, you're feeling really extra sensitive. Yeah, there's some kind of union, some kind of soulmate energy, right? With your soulmate, Six of Cups is soulmate energy. There is a Two of Cups soulmate energy, whatever that is, business partner, friend, lover, you know, some other type of relationship, friendship, whatever it is, all of the above, whatever you're really asking for. There is something that Spirit said, unfortunately, other things in your life, they had to end first, right? They had to end first. And this person, this place, this thing, this dream, it needed room in your life. Magician, exactly. Spirit is saying it has been something that you have been asking for. It is something that you have been manifesting into your life. And unfortunately, it you know, but it is coming into your life, but it is coming on the back of a tower moment here, because Spirit is saying, you know, things just weren't working out. Exactly. You, okay. Okay, yeah. There was a decision that you were refusing to make, okay, with that Two of Swords there, and Spirit is saying, we, kind of like Spirit was like, you forced our hand almost, okay? Like you forced our hand. Our hands were tied, and we had to force you to make this decision, because it's even deeper than you realize. The betrayal goes deeper than you realize, is what Spirit is saying, okay? And so they're like, that didn't deserve your energy. Yeah, exactly. Hello. The moon card, there were secrets, there were illusions, there was stuff that you didn't know about. That went deeper. The betrayal went even deeper than you knew. And Spirit is saying that it was just bringing you down. It was bringing you to a very low vibrational place, whether you knew it or not. Exactly. And Spirit is saying now, there is like this clearance, this, you know, on the other side of the fog, on the other side of the heartbreak, on the other side of the confusion. Now Spirit can come and bring in this can come in and bring in this energy here, right? And there is definitely something, Kara, you guys notice about this motif right here, where it's like roses on one side and I think it's peace lilies on the other. No, it's not peace lilies, because the stems look different. It's some kind of lily though. But anyway, they're not tiger lilies. Tiger lilies aren't white. Maybe they are. I don't know. But yeah, so there's this star energy coming inside, right? You're going to discover something about yourself, in yourself. You're going to find some strength on the other side of this. You're overcoming whatever this is. So Spirit is saying, right? And I'm really being reminded right here of the laurel that this that this angel here is holding up on the comfort. And it's like your victory is coming, right? With that kind of like six of wands energy. Your victory is coming, but Nine of Swords. It was something in this energy that you needed to face. There was something here. You needed to be tied. You were being tied down. There was a karmic cycle here. Karmic relationship, karmic cycle, something like that, that you were refusing to really acknowledge. It's like you knew it. You knew it wasn't that good for you. You knew this person wasn't that good for you. Or you knew that this energy wasn't that good for you. You were kind of still messing around with it. You didn't really want to let go of it, Spirit is saying. And so, like, unfortunately, they had to have this tower happen, but they are here to tell you, in the wake of this tower burning down, okay, they had to take, not, I don't want to say something as strong as take control, but it's like they had to make, you know, tower moments come in, okay, when Spirit's like, hey, we had to tear this down because it wasn't going anywhere, and it was just standing in your way. It was this obstacle standing in your way, and it was built on illusions, and you had no idea. It represented something from the past that you needed, that it was time for you to let go of. Yeah. Yes, this could, um it's given me kind of like overcoming toxic generational mindsets, okay, kind of energy. And it's something that was passed down to you, or it's something that's been in your life for a very long time. It could involve a family member, or it could involve people that are close, like family, or a job that you've been at for so long. You know, it kind of has become a part of you. You know, it's become a part of how you define yourself. And Spirit is saying that this thing, these people, this job, this career, this whatever it is, it does not serve you anymore. Just because something has been in your life for a long time doesn't mean that it is going to always be in your life, and it also doesn't mean that things change, right? People change, situations change, bosses change, you know, rules change, you change. And Spirit is saying whatever this was keeping you stuck in a place where you weren't allowing a change to come into your life. You know, it's like really, really wishing, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. But you're not saving money up to buy it. But you're not going to the store and checking up on how much it costs. But you're not, you know, you're just not going up to buy it. You know, you're not going out to buy it. You're not checking on the prices. You're not saving up money to buy it. I just want it. I want it. I want it. But you're not doing the necessary work on your side, because the necessary work on your side of this was cutting something out of your life. And Spirit said, you know, that they told you that this needed to go, or this thing needed to change, the dynamic of this needed to go. So now it's kind of like, well, we had to take it away from you. And we're not taking it away from you to punish you. It's not anything like that. It's actually going to be a relief. Spirit said in the end, it will end up feeling more like a relief that it is gone out of your life. Yeah, because you were refusing to see how much this was keeping you trapped. Like, you were refusing to see how much this was keeping you trapped. Okay, why? Why was this person, place, thing, something? There's that tower. It was sneaky. First off, this tower was sneaky. It snuck up on you, didn't see. And there's also, like I said, there was illusions here. There was illusions here that you needed to put to rest. And this, you know, a truth came out here and caused like a death. But on the other side of death is a rebirth, right? Is a new blooming of like the white flower. And there again is the roses, you know, and those, I'm going to call them lilies or white roses. Yeah. Yeah. On the other side of you walking away from this, it's going to open you up so much more, you know? And Spirit is saying, try your hardest. That it can be hard sometimes on the wake of a betrayal, or in the wake of something feeling like something being forcibly taken out of your life. It can kind of feel like why? Like, why did that have to happen? Why did it happen that way? You know, Spirit is saying that it didn't necessarily have to happen that way, but people made choices. Not just you, other people. So other people made choices. Other people weren't acting in your best interest. And Spirit is saying they're trying to. They're trying to act in your best interest always. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why this tower moment had to come in. It had to come in. You have a particular masculine spirit guide that is coming through with this Emperor energy here. Okay, it's a very protective spirit guide. And they were like, oh, yeah, it's kind of a situation where this person was like, oh no. Like, you had no idea what was happening behind the scenes. You know, like, you could scratch the surface, but if you could see into this person's mind, if you could see into, you know, because it feels like a person made a decision. Now, whether or not this is around work, whether or not this is around friendship, family, whatever it is, a person made a choice. And Spirit was like, if you could see and really see into this person's unfiltered mind, you would be shocked. You'd be horrified. Horrified is what Spirit is saying. Horrified about how this person really feels or really thinks about the situation. The Star. Yeah. Things needed to be laid bare. That's what I'm getting from the Star. There is healing on the other side of this. Ooh, the energy feels so much better. It feels there is healing, there is shining, there is lessons on the other side of this, and they were slow coming, right? There is a fresh new start. Exactly. Now that you know this, it is a chance. Look at you here with that. After the death, here you are. You've picked the white flower. After the death and the rebirth, here you are with the laurel crown on your head. Okay, right? Within your victory, packing light. Okay, because this was holding you down. So you're packing light now, and you're here on, you know, starting that journey here. And now you've gotten this piece of information that you really need. Now you can start this journey, because the Page of Rods can also, it could be good news, but it can also be good news that causes, you know, or some kind of information coming to light that causes a journey to happen. So here you are again with the feather in your hat. So it's given me this protection vibes, right? With these feathers here, it's giving me feelings of protection, like your spirit guides are trying to protect you from even worse things. It just, yeah, here it's like every single one of these, I'm being really drawn here, and with this Knight of Rods, so it's time for you to graduate up, right? You have found this, so you're going on your journey and you're really quickly and passionately rushing towards something else, right? Rushing towards something else. You're getting closer. See how these mountains in the background here are getting closer? Yeah, because look, the mountains are there in the background. Then they're getting a little bit closer. Then you're getting a little bit closer. See that in the background? So you are on this journey now, and it's giving me this very much so like energy around your crown chakra. Like spirit is saying they're protecting your mind. They're protecting you from a very toxic thought process. And and also things might not always stay the same with this person, if it is a person, if it's a person that portrayed you, for some of you, this could be a thing later on down the road that could be mended, possibly. But right now, no. And it's also giving me this like growing older, growing up energy. Because look, these people look like they could be the same person, but this is like them young, and their hair is a little bit longer. They're a little bit more older. They start off, and then they have the hat on where they're being protected, and they're having, and they're wrapping themselves up a little bit more. And then here they are with that full suit of armor with not just a feather, but like a whole dragon on top of their head, like protecting them and steering them and guiding them. Or is it like a kind of like griffin kind of energy? I don't know. It looks kind of like a half bird, half dragon, kind of half lizard, half bird, half dragon kind of energy, right? Okay, so I just heard, what is the actual, sorry, it's a literary reference. Anyway, the phrase is, there be something in those woods. There be something, and there be monsters in those woods. There be something. I'm not quite remembering. Sorry, comment down below if you know what I'm talking about, please, and thank you. But Spirit is arranging it and saying, there be dragons in those woods. Oh. Four of Cups. And it popped out right here. This Four of Cups popped out right over here over the Star card. So there was somebody here that did not want you to shine. They didn't want you to shine. They wanted you to feel like you were always missing something. This might have been a person, this might have been a job or something that made you feel like you never had enough or you weren't enough. Maybe this person or this job or this place, whoever it is, it's making me feel like a person. Okay? This person is the type of person that things are never enough for them. No matter what they have, they're never enough for them. And Spirit was saying you are elevating outside of this energy, and having this person around you it stood in the way of your healing. It stood in the way of your healing. Because the company that you keep it rubs off. The company that you keep, it rubs off on your energy that's around you. And having this person, this job, whatever it is, around you, having it hold up space in your life for something else, something better that wants to come in, is you telling the universe, nah, this is good enough. So you can say all the time that you want to, oh, I wish I had a partner that did this. I wish I had a partner that did that and did this and was there for me and loved me and supported me, blah, blah, blah. But if you are spending your time, Spirit was like wasting your time, but spending your time talking and hanging out and going on dates with people who don't fulfill your wish list, you're really telling the universe, you're giving mixed messages to the universe. You're telling the universe, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, spirit is saying what you're, what energy you say you're okay with or you settle with is what the spirit's going to be like, okay, this must be what you want because it's what you're giving your energy to. Well, you say that you don't want to be with that type of person. However, you keep staying with them because you keep wanting them to be something that they're not. And they're not. They're not that person. They're somebody else. Right? And it's been this huge burden of you holding, again, you hear, look at this, okay? Tell me, do you see this? Do you see this? Look, one red feather, one black and white feather. Hello? Well, this feather's kind of a little bit yellow, but what? That's close enough, spirit. Okay? That's you. Look, again, looking tired with the blonde hair, looking tired, looking ragged, holding it all together. There you are with all of this, putting all of the weight of everything, of making it work, of making it, of pleasing this person, and you're holding it all up by yourself. And spirit is saying you shouldn't have to do that. If you want something that's not this way, stop expecting this person to change, or stop expecting it and go out there and get what you really want, right? You got to make space for it in your life. So, it's like a person that hates their job or hates the people at their job, or, it's just really, it's not giving you the money that you need, or it's making you so, but you still, time after time, you don't go out there, you don't start looking for other jobs, you don't put in applications, you never leave, you just stay there complaining, hoping that it'll change when, unless you're a higher level, position, things aren't really going to change, right? If you're just out on the sales floor, or you're just a cashier, you're just, that's the systems of that are not going to change for real. Yeah. So with this Hierophant here, right? The spirit is saying that you were really committed. You were really committed, one, and trying to control the situation, when spirit was saying it was never on you to control, to change, to mold yourself around this person, or to mold yourself around, or to not feel like you weren't good enough. No, that wasn't it, right? It doesn't mean you weren't good enough for that job, or good enough for that position, or good enough for that friend group, or good enough for that person to be in a relationship with, or good enough for that career. It just meant it really wasn't for you. And you were trying so hard to fit, your round peg into a square hole. And spirit was saying you never had to fight that hard. You shouldn't have had to fight that hard. If people, places, thingies, mindset, if they are not giving you the outcome that you want, drop them. Stop trying to make something that's not working work. Which I understand personally that that's a lot harder to do than you think, because things can change, right? Maybe this person wasn't always, a square peg, or a square hole. Maybe at one point both of you, were squares, or both of you were round, or whatever, and then over time people change, people drift apart, things don't happen. And it's like spirit just keeps on showing me somebody that's just like, no, like pot, like trying to put it in over and over and over and over and over again. And it's like, no, it just wasn't working. It just wasn't meant to work anymore. And spirit said sometimes that can be really difficult to accept, because maybe you feel like things aren't working anymore because you're not trying hard enough, or because you're not good enough. Maybe even other people can make you feel like you're not good enough. Other people can make you feel like, oh, you changed, or oh, you're not giving as much as you used to. It's like, yeah, it's because I don't feel the way that I used to. I'm not the person that I used to be. And maybe this person isn't the person that they used to be. Things have changed now. And that's okay. That's okay. You don't always have to fight so hard. Yeah. Two of Cups, right? At one point, you and this person were meant to be in each other's lives when you were meant to be in each other's lives. But now there's something different, So maybe at one point you were like, oh my gosh, I loved my boss, or I loved this job, and now I've just gotten worn out by it. Over time, it's just not what I want anymore. It doesn't satisfy me the way that it used to. Or maybe management changed. And you're like, ever since this person came, I don't feel as appreciated, or I don't feel as, needed, or I don't feel as like, I'm not getting the jobs like I used to, which means I'm not getting as much money as I used to. This other person came along and now I feel like not good enough. And it gave you this energy of well, there must have been something inside of you that was missing, that you need to heal, that you need to change. And Spirit saying the thing about it is that you did already change. That's why things aren't working anymore. And sometimes it's hard to recognize that, because sometimes people, places, things, they can be like, you've changed, and that's the problem, you know. Instead of just being like, oh, we're both different. We're both different now, or the job's not different now. You know, it's maybe not as suited for you as much as it used to. Like, you know, things happen like that. Yeah, but Spirit's showing me the Justice card in reverse. So I feel like you feel like in some way something was unjustly taken to you, or unjustly judged on you, or something like that, especially in this situation here. Okay, and for some of you, this could be somebody that you have, this could be a partner. I've never really thought about it before, but for some reason, this person looks pregnant to me. So this could be a person that you're having a child with, okay? This could, you know, this could be the father or the mother of your children, or, you know, your mom, or you know, your mom, or like something like that, you know? So things just change. Things just change. People are meant to be in our life for a certain amount of time. Some people, you know, what is it? A reason, a season, or a lifetime. It happens. Like sometimes people just come into our lives for a specific reason. Sometimes people come into our lives for, you know, an amount of time, and sometimes it's a whole lifetime. But that changes sometimes. Yeah. So you and this person had a contract together for a certain amount of time, and you know, for a certain, up to a certain time. Also, sometimes contracts have to be rewritten because either you or this person or somebody like that, they're not fulfilling, or things have changed. This person's mindset have changed. It's free will happens, right? Free will happens, and sometimes people make choices, and it means that they don't, you know, that they're not the best. That's not best for us or for them to be in our lives anymore. You know, things change. There was a karmic contract. I'm always, you know, there was a karmic contract. Tracy, this person etching the symbol of Saturn right there. So there was a karmic contract here between you and this person, and it has been fulfilled. Spirit is saying it has been fulfilled to the point that it can. So either this person, either this person, you know, doesn't want to fulfill their side, or it just, you know, it's come to its natural end. And that can be really hard, because things can be in your life for a really long time. You can have a certain mindset, like you know, like I'm married to this person, or you know, this person's my best friend, or I love this job, I'm gonna be at this job forever. And then things can change, and it can feel like the rug gets, you know, pulled out from underneath you. But it is important to, you know, to allow for change to happen, even when it's things that you thought wouldn't change, because there is only one constant in the world for real, and then it's things change. Things do change. Sometimes they change subtly, sometimes it takes a really long time for them to change, and sometimes things change really quickly, right? And when things change really suddenly, when sudden tower moments happens and things shift, there's a lot of fallout. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of really difficult things that happen in your life that Spirit will ask you to persevere through, right? But however, the sun, right? However, there is hope, there is a reason, there is enlightenment that happened from this, and there are lessons that you can learn from this. If it's about this person, if it's about yourself, probably both, excuse me, or if it's just about allowing change to begin with. For some of you, I feel like you're expecting some kind of apology. Spirit is trying to work things out and at least calm, like if you had an argument with somebody or something, Spirit's trying to calm things down in the background. They're trying to calm you down, this person down, people down, family members down, things like that. They're trying to do that. This person is definitely holding back, okay? This person is holding back, but that's between them and Spirit, right? That's between them and Spirit. It's not about that. Don't allow that to slow you down. Don't allow that to, you know, weigh on your heart. Don't allow that to, you know, I would say, you know, yeah. I mean, it's your choice. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Spirit. But the Hangman, right? Don't allow it to linger so long. Don't allow it to hold you up. Don't allow it to take up so much of your mind. Yeah. Because I do believe at some point, I don't know if you'll get necessarily like like a full outblown apology from this person, but at some point this person is going to want to come around and make an offer to have a brand new beginning with you. Like, I'm hearing spirit say, let bygones be bygones. It might be the summer. You guys, I'm hearing that for some of you, you and this person might take some years apart from each other. You know, it might literally be like, it's the summer right now, right? Or at least where I'm saying it's the summer right now. Where I'm saying where I am in the hemisphere that I am in, it's summer right now. It could be all the way. It could be a year. It could be as much as a year away, or yeah, for a lot of you, Spirit is saying it could be up to a year, even from now, from whenever you're watching this video, a year into the future, before this happens. But there is this energy of a purification that needs to happen here in the energy, a purification that needs to happen. So you don't have to be, over it right now. You don't have to push yourself to 100% let it go. But Spirit is asking you to honor your feelings, honor how you feel about things, and that's okay, right? But don't let too much heavy energy around this linger, especially if you're having any kind of like hate energy, or if you're having any anger energy, because that's just not, it's not even about this person, because I don't know what they did to you, and I'm not telling you forgive this person, just to instantly forgive this person and move on and get over it. I'm not going to say that to you. I'm going to say, do what you need to do in your time, do what makes you feel, what truly actually makes you feel lighthearted, and that makes you feel good. Just be mindful that you're not too focused on feeding your ego. Spirit wants to say, ultimately, Spirit is always going to say, your spirit guides are always going to say peace, love, understanding. But that does not mean, again, that you have to automatically let this person back into your life. That does not mean you have to be like, oh, let bygones be bygones, and give this person the same position in your life, or just let them come right back into your life, especially without even apologizing. It might be, like I said, if it's like a year from now, you might be like, I'm not looking for that apology. I'm not holding my breath for that apology. I'm not waiting for that. I'm going to carry on with my life. But I feel like, given some time, this person's perspective on things are going to change. And so at some point, you might run into this person. There might be some kind of closure that eventually comes, but Spirit is saying it might be a while. So don't hold yourself up waiting for it. If you're waiting for this person to come back into your life, if you're waiting for this person to apologize for you right now, if you're waiting for that job to reach back out to you, or you're waiting for things to change, it's not going to change right now. You are going to have to just carry on. And I'm sorry to deliver that message to you right now, but Spirit is saying you are going to have to just face your emotions, deal with them, and carry on, because that's not coming right now. That Four of Pentacles, that's not coming right now. Okay? Spirit is going to, yeah, I'm sorry, babes. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Hey. Hey. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I'm sorry to tell you that, but that's the truth right now. This person is very locked into how they feel about things right now. They're very locked into how they feel about things. Spirit is also saying this person is going to go through some karma. I feel like it's just time in this person's life for them to go through some lessons. Yeah, so sometimes Spirit will make things happen, arguments, things that, because a person in your life that you're really closely connected to is about to go through a very rough patch, or they're about to go through some really rough stuff, and sometimes Spirit can be like, look, it's going to be best for you to get out of this person's life, or to get away from this, because and I see I have a personal example of this, because it's like at a job that I used to have, I lingered around that job for a while. I was waiting for things to get better. We were changing over GMs. We were changing over a lot of people. The company that I was in got bought out, several, beep, 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 and then COVID and all of the, quarantine and everything happened, and things got, that was a lot to all be happening. And so I was going to leave that job, but then all of that happened. And so my job security was kind of like, I need to stay at this job. I need to keep my health insurance and things like that. So it kind of got pushed back like everybody else's stuff did, during that time. And after it lifted, I really didn't like the way that things were handled during that. I didn't like, you know, like a lot of people found out a lot about how little their company really cared about them kind of energy. And so I was like, I've given years of my life to this place, and it's just not. I'm not getting what I'm giving. I mean, I'm not really, it's not really working out here. I'm not happy here anymore. I had become not the best employee either. So, I'm just like, no, I just need to leave. And ever since I left, I've had at least 4 or 5, maybe closer to almost 10 different people either reach out to me or I've run into them, and they've been like, "Oh my God, you got out at just the right time because this happened and that happened and this drama happened and that drama happened." And then they completely reoriented the whole situation and how many workers they have working there and who's managing there. And I'm hearing that that the place is really suffering and that it's not going very well there. So sometimes, even though I liked my coworkers, and I did not like some other things that were happening in the company, you know. And so, Spirit was like, please get out, get out, get out, get out. So I was like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta do other things. Spirit is asking me to take that leap of faith to get out of here. I was getting all kinds of signs and messages, like even down to the fact that I gave somebody their change, and Spirit guided me to look at the numbers of the change that I gave them, and I looked up the angel number that coincided with that, and it was like a change of career is called for. If you make this leap of faith, you will have success and stuff. And I was like, okay. I was like, it's 100% time to go. It's 100% time to go. It's 100% time to change. It's time for me. I'm not ignoring the signs anymore. I got to get out. Right. And so, though it did take a little bit of time, and though, it was a moment that Spirit was like, look, this is a long time coming, and you need to push yourself, you need to go, you need to start. And then I came here, and I started, being able to pour a lot more energy into the channel and things like that. So it really worked out all the way around. But for a long time, I didn't know if I had made the right decision, because now it is here almost a year later after I left that job, and I'm just now really seeing the results of, running into people afterwards saying, you left, people that are like, I don't even work there anymore. You left right on time. You left right before it got really bad, before it got bad for real. And like half the people that worked there quit. So, and then a quarter of the other people got fired. So it was like, it's time to go. So that's the kind of energy that Spirit is giving me. And I know that for some of you, especially if this is like a relationship or if this is like a friendship or something like that, you might be like, oh, I don't want to, leave this person, or I don't want to, anything like that. But Spirit is saying it's time to go. It's time to go. And unfortunately, for some of you, it might have really happened in perceived a very unfair, a very unjust, a very like, oh my gosh, why? But I felt the same way when I left that job. I was like, why am I not getting treated fairly? Why am I not, getting the recognition that I deserve, or like, just a lot of things, right? And so I feel like Spirit is like, let go so that we can give you something else that's so much better. Okay, let go so we can give you something that's so much better. And like I'm saying, it might take time. I don't know how long it's gonna take this new thing that you've really been wanting to come in. For some of it's a range. For some of you, it's within the next couple of days. Spirit saying some of you, it's coming in really, because this event has happened a little bit already in the past, or it just happened and really quickly. For some of you, it's like even as close as like 3 days away. Spirit is saying 3 days away. For some of you, it's 3 weeks away. For some of you, it's 3 months away. For some of you, it's a year or two away, because it's something that you're working up to. So even if it's like a job, maybe it's you starting your own business, or it's you going into another career field, you're at least getting a foot in the door, and you're going to be able to eventually work your way up to the position that you really, work your way up to the job level, or to the recognition that you really that you were really lacking in the situation before, right? But it's gonna be worth it, right? That's what Spirit's saying. It's gonna be worth it, because you're always investing in yourself is always worth it, right? well, Spirit wants to say smartly investing in yourself is always worth it. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Spirit. Right? There's that Six of Wands we kept talking about with the laurel wreath, right? So you can get crowned. Absolutely. You know, here's this person riding in so that you can, so, or you climbing on this horse, you know, riding out again, you know, more of this kind of feather energy. Hold on just one second. So I was being really guided to look up the meaning of red feathers. And red feathers seems to be like passion, good fortune, courage, finding your courage, finding your strength. It can also be around marriage and like sexuality. Okay. Happiness, hope, courage, freedom. Yeah. So that seems to be also, I'm seeing like spiritual gifts manifesting. Yeah. Yeah, love is in the air, so also it can mean around love, you know. So this can be about self love, about love with I'm really getting like a soulmate partnership love here. Okay, so it's kind of almost like trade one person that really isn't like serving you very well, or you know, a position that isn't serving you really well, or a friendship or a partnership that isn't serving you very well for something else that really is. And oh my God, all these feathers. And then here, I didn't even pay attention to that, but I am just right now. Again, look, here's this woman with a feather in her hat. It's a purple feather. Now I want to look at what this means, what purple feathers mean. I mean, purple feathers really don't, it's not really like natural. It's like not like a really natural meaning of it here. Oh, of course. It's for Archangel Michael. And tell me something, you guys. Tell me something right now, you guys. Tell me, excuse me. Tell me. Okay, look, you guys see that purple feather right there? Tell me that doesn't look exactly like this purple feather. Hello? Look at that. Look at that. So Archangel Michael is here telling, thank you, Spirit. Archangel Michael is here telling you, I am here protecting you. Didn't I say it was a masculine energy? I said it was a masculine energy coming through with the protection, coming through, and I said they were very protective. Yes. Okay, so some of you, that's a confirmation for some of you if you work with Archangel Michael really closely, okay? Michael is saying, enough with the BS. Enough with the BS, okay? We're coming through with the protection. And again, like I said, you needed to be protective. The betrayal goes deeper than you knew. And this is not for me to sit here and go, oh my gosh, they were doing this and that. I don't know. If you that's on you if you want to look into it deeper or whatever it is that's happening to you. But again, with the laurel crown, this is for your victory. Okay? This is for your victory. Longevity. Because like the grapes, and it's so funny sometimes what things Spirit chooses to like pop out to you, and what kind of like logic your brain gets to with the hints. And I was like, grapes and like purple fruit and like blueberries and like antioxidants and like purifiers and longevity and protectors. Like that's kind of the energy that I was getting off of all of that. You know, this is going to bring a lot more stability and balance and peace and understanding to your life than you even realize. You know, and here again, here you are graduating up from the page, the knight, up to the king of rods, right? Absolutely, 100%. Sometimes the divine plan literally, because I'm just like, what's the likelihood that that feather, of all the shapes of the feather, that feather would look exactly like the feather that's drawn in this card? Like, it's kind of amazing sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time. It's amazing all the time how that works out. Yeah. So Spirit is saying walking away from this is really, you know, it's going to serve you. Yes, whether you knew it or not, this person was causing a lot of conflict, a lot of chaos in your energy, a lot of conflict in your energy, um, causing fights and all kind of random stuff. Maybe you know it, maybe some you know it, some you don't. Spirit is saying, but period. Like, it is time to walk away from this. Yes, like I said before with this 10 of Pentacles, this is something that you might have invested a lot of time, a lot of energy. You know, this could have been, you know, somebody that you've known. The number 8 is really significant here. Okay, so 8 years, you know, 8 months. Okay, and remember how I said earlier, right? Like the around like the pregnancy thing. So like 9 months is how long. So 8 months, you could have been in a, you know, trying to make this work for the whole time that you were in a, you know, that you were in a relationship with this person, or that you were carrying this person's baby, or they were carrying your baby. However it works out, you know, like, but Spirit, for a while, things are going to get intense for this person. So Spirit is telling you now is the time to let go. And it's not the time to go rushing back in and try to be this person's savior. You can't be. Spirit is saying, like, they have to live their own life. And in fact, because, you know, it's not your job to be this person's savior, Spirit is saying, because this person is about to be dealing with all of this stuff, that's why they have been encouraging you to get away, get out, get away, leave it behind, let it go. Yeah. Again, okay? Here it is, that same person with the red feathers in their hat, right? With the red feathers here, right? With all these karmic lessons, dropping all these hints that it's time to go. All right? It's time to go. It's time to get on out of here. Well, that was already out on the table, my bad. You know, and then the Empress again. So yeah, this definitely does, it has to do with nurture and love, comfort, children. Like I said, it could be your mother. So, Queen of Swords, yeah, you needed to put down your, you need to put up some boundaries between you and this person, right? Your growth and your love and your life needed to be protected. Again, I'm being drawn to this person's crown, this crown chakra, like with the thorns on the crown chakra, and not being like, no, you need to be protected. Wounding, yeah, wounding. Okay. So it's saying it's the why, because I'm like, why does this person need to be protected from this person so much? There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. You need to be at a distance from this person. Yeah, I was just about to say, I just saw the 3 of Wands. You need to be at a distance from this person, honestly. 4 of Wands. Yeah, you need to concentrate on your stability right now. Right? It's like when you're trying to get, it's like when if they tell people you're trying to get sober, don't hang out with people that are still doing your addiction of choice, right? Don't hang out with people who don't encourage you to remain sober. Don't go to the old places that you used to go to that are going to trigger those wants and needs inside of you to, to relapse back into your addictions or back into whatever it is, it's going to require an effort and a change of energy. And that's kind of what Spirit is saying, is that you need to change your energy away from what this person is dealing with right now, and what energy this person is in right now, because it's not really helping you. It's not helping you. In fact, it's kind of slowing you down and holding you back. Yeah, because there's a lot of 5 of Swords energy here. There's a lot of competition, jealousy, envy, comparing. Like 5 Swords, this person thought of comparing. This person is very karmic, whether you realize it or not. And for some of you, you might be like, This person doesn't even know me. They don't even see me outside of work, or they don't even see me outside of the hours that I'm in the office, or the few minutes that I talk to them. Why would they? Because they do. They might not even know themselves, like consciously. They might not even consciously know themselves. But yeah, Spirit is saying this is an energy you need to defend yourself against, right? This is an energy you need to protect your peace. You need to protect your stability. You need to protect your happiness. Because I'm telling you, this person, this is not the type of person that would be happy for your happiness. Okay? You know, this is kind of the energy of, you know, like a, I don't know. It's like a, like a friend that might have caused friction between you and a person that's trying to come into your life, or you know, a person that would be jealous of a blessing that's coming into your life, or you know. And I know some of you are saying, well, this person doesn't have power over me and blah 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 and all this. There is a connection here between you and this person that's stronger than you feel, and that Spirit was like, we need to put some distance between you and this person, because their spirit guides were basically coming to your spirit guides being like, tick 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 tick, like this is coming, and if this person doesn't want to be here and they don't want to be part of the fallout, then they need to get out. Then they need to get out, and your spirit guides are like, okay, you need to get out. You need to get out. You know? Because tick 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 tick, there is something going down in this person's life. You know, and that's for them to deal with. It's not for you to deal with, and that's the point. You know, or like I said, like there's something going down at this job, or there's something going down at this location. You need to let go. You need to move on, you know? You know, and for some of you, your spirit guides are really trying to save you from some kind of event or something, you know? If this is like some people, Spirit is really trying to get you to not be around. You know, this person could try to convince you to do something or go somewhere, and then something not, you know, it could not even really have to do with this person like actively trying to betray you or something like that. You know, it could just be if you're still hanging out with this person, they're going to take you, or you're going to go there, or you're going to be like, sure, I'll come over, and something crazy is going to happen. You know, you're going to get hurt or something. You know, Spirit is like, we're trying to save you from this. So please, please, please just let this go. Let it go. Now, that doesn't mean you have to get over it. That doesn't mean it has to not hurt, because Spirit's saying, we understand. It might hurt, but they are trying to bring in your ultimate happiness. And if you are wasting your time with this, you are not going to get that 10 of cups that you really want. Time to go inside, yeah, it's this feeling of isolation away from this energy. Because this energy, they don't want good things to happen for you. And like I said, for some of them, it's not even conscious. For some of them, it is. For some of them, they're very purposely, consciously being like, hope good things don't happen, or hating when good things happen for you. But, you know, if that's the way that it is, if that's the energy, like, you need to ask yourself, like, why are you fighting so hard to have this person in your life? Or why are you fighting so hard to have this energy in your life when it's not taking care of you, it's not being there for you, it's not showing up for you? Exactly. And Spirit is saying you got a 2 of Cups out there that's wanting to show up, but, you know, the energy of the people, the place that is around you, that you are keeping yourself in, is not conducive to this really showing up for you. So yeah, it's this feeling of separate yourself away from this. Okay, separate yourself away from this. That's the only thing Spirit has to say. Just please, just separate yourself away from this, because it's time for this to be over. Yeah, you got choices. Exactly. This cycle is coming to an end here. This cycle with this person, with this place, with this, is coming to an end. Okay. This is not really like a mindset thing. This is a person. This is a person. Now, like I said, friend, coworker, family member, neighbor. I don't know what it is, right? But it's like, get away from this person. Roommate. For some of y'all, it's a roommate. Yeah, for some of y'all know. And like, y'all know, every time this person is around, you feel heavy, you feel tired, you feel exhausted. When they leave, when they get up and they go to work, that's like the most excited you are, right? For some of you, you're running around, you don't even want to be at your house because you're so like thrown off by the energy that this person gives off, right? So you need to ask yourself, why are you staying there with somebody, or why are you being with somebody when you are thrilled when they're not there, right? Because there is a limit to helping somebody out. There is a limit to letting a friend crash. There is a limit to, to what you should endure. Now, understand if you're like, I signed a lease with this person, I get it, right? There's contracts, sometimes it's legally like that, but at the same time, it's like, you need to ask yourself, right? You need to okay, hello, feather in your hat. Okay, a whole ass black feather and a red and white, a white and black feather, right? Black feathers are about protection. White feathers is about your spirit guide saying, hey, we're here. It's signs and symbols that we're here protecting you, being there for you, trying to enlighten you. Okay, we are trying to enlighten you. Hold up. I want to look this up because I saw, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the white and black feathers are a lot about changes coming, especially with the white feather with the black tip. Changes coming. Changes coming to your life. Changes coming to this person's life. Spirit is trying to protect you right now, so allow them to. Right? Allow them to help you. Allow them to be there for you, because they're really trying right now. Spirit is saying we're really trying. But yeah. There's lots of changes, and you are, the two of wands is about looking forward to see a different path forward, right? Looking forward into the future, or looking forward. That's why they're always holding this crystal ball, right? Or sometimes they're holding a world. It's like looking out there, right? And there's the world card there, right? Looking out there, looking out into the future, and looking for a different way forward, looking for a different path to choose, looking for different people, a different way to feel, because this is the energy that you being around this person is really keeping in your vibration. And this is exactly the energy that you don't want around right now, Spirit is saying, right? Yeah, because again, Two of Cups. Out there is a brand, yeah, Spirit is trying to plant these seeds to allow this Two of Cups to come into your life. Change needs to happen, it's just a part of it. Like I said the whole time, right? We've been talking about how change is a constant in the world, and then we look up white, white feathers with black tips, or white and black feathers. Changes on the way. The winds of change, right? Changes are coming in. And then Two of Cups keeps coming up, and then the red feathers are about love, right? So letting go of one thing that doesn't serve you. Yeah, it's very saying that some of you might be being surprised because you might have been getting this message from your spirit guides, and you might have thought that it was about letting go of a past lover, right? Because you might not think let go of a friend to allow a lover, or let go of a job to allow space for a lover to come into your life, or vice versa. Let go of a lover so that a new energy around a change in job can come in. So you might have been doing a one-to-one comparison when it really wasn't there. Spirit said that's why you might have been confused, or you might have been like I've let go of all my lovers. What do I need to let go? Or I've let go of the person from the past. What more do I need to let go of to allow this new energy, this new friend, this new lover, this new job, this new thing? What do I need to let go of to allow that to come in? Like I don't have anybody else. So what was it? And Spirit was saying, it might have surprised you that it was, that it was a person that you don't, a person at your job, or people that are around you, or friends that were around you, or a friend, or, for some of you it was a one-to-one, but Spirit is saying that for some of you it wasn't even that one-to-one comparison. you know? And Spirit was saying, yeah, exactly. It's time. It was time for you to let go and walk away so that you could get your victory. But you were going back and forth. Again, with the feathers and your freaking hats. And again, it's a red feather and a kind of gray or white feather with a black tip. Hello? Okay? Let go. Let go. Yes. Okay. Sorry about all the distractions, but things that happen during a reading, especially what happens around my animals, you guys know, it's this energy of, it's this energy, right? That's what I'm like, with my dogs. I'm like, what are y'all doing? You want in, you want out, you want in, you want out, you want in, you want out. They were just going back and forth and back and forth. I was like, what are y'all doing? This, right? Oh my God, I just have to go out right now. I have to have this right now. I go outside. No, I won't right back in. What? Miss Prissy Pants, what are you doing? Right? It's that kind of energy. It's this, I'm just not satisfied with what I have. I'm not satisfied with this. I'm not satisfied with that. It's that kind of energy. Spirit says, y'all know who this is. Y'all know who this is. Y'all know who this is. You know, or for some of you, it's a person that made you feel not good enough. Like, whatever, right? I'm not satisfied. So whatever you gave them, whatever you did, however much you gave, it didn't matter. Right? Confirmation. Confirmation. Because that's funny, because that was my dog. That's been wanting to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. That she's the one that just barked. So yes, confirmation. And like I said again, we were talking about this person earlier. This person's sneaky. This person's sneaky. They got things that they don't even want to admit to themselves, and they wouldn't even admit to anybody else. Okay, but Spirit knows. Spirit knows this person's heart. Spirit knows this person's mind. They know how they're thinking. They know how they're feeling. They know how they're thinking about doing you dirty. And they're like, get out of this person's life. You know, or get this person out of your life, or just, you know, or just let it go. Spirit's really pointing out this this palm tree right here in the background on the star card. That might be significant to some of you, or this cardinal, that might be significant to some of you, okay? But this palm tree, the 6-pointed star might be significant to some of you. Or Aquarius energy might be significant to some of you, okay? Taurus energy, possibly even too, okay? But, oh, stubbornness energy. What else you gotta say about this? Ooh, it's been a while since I've done a reading this long. Uh-oh, what's that? Yeah, like I said, okay, so this might even be a thing with this person. I feel like some of you are like, I want to know something like, why? What is this person holding on to? This person is holding on to a betrayal or perceived betrayal. It could even be something that, you know, maybe you guys talked about it, maybe you brought it up, maybe you thought you squashed it, or you let it go, or it wasn't a thing anymore, but this person is still holding on to it. Right? This person is still really, really holding on to it. Even if they told you they let it go, even if they told you they forgave you for it, even if, you know, they said, no, we're just going to move past it. It doesn't matter. Oh, well, move on. You know, this person is still holding on to it. 100%. You know, and it's a situation where for some of you, Spirit's like, you've already apologized, you've already moved on, you've already said your piece about it, but this person has been smiling in your face, or still hanging out with you, or calling you your friend, or saying that they love you, or saying that they care about you, when they have not let go of this betrayal. Okay, they have not let go. You know, and for some of you, it's something this person never even told you about. For some of you, it's something here that this person is holding on to. It's a betrayal that they think is really, really deep. It really, really hurt them. And for some of them, they never even told you about it. Like, even still now to this day, they have not told you about it. And Spirit is saying they are harboring this energy towards you. Which is why they have this energy towards you. It's like nothing that you do is good enough because of this. Because of this. They're holding on to it. They're holding on to it. They're not talking about it. Maybe they don't have any proof of it. Maybe, you know, it's just a hint that they have in their minds or something like that. And, you know, for some of you, you're just like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, what? Or what? I thought that happened 5 years ago. And we've already talked about it. And you said you forgave me. You're still holding on to that? You know? Like, what? You know, and for some of them, this person is saying, I know that it's childish. This person is like, I know that it's childish. I know that it's petty. I know that it's, and for some of these people, it's like something they're like, I know it's really not your fault, but it's on you. It's on you because I just feel like that. Because whatever. Because it is. Whatever. You know? But yeah. Queen of Cups. You know, for some of you, you know. For some of you, you were like, you've been like, did this person think this happened? Or did this person feel like this about this? And you're like, nah, they don't think about it. They're over it. They said they were over it. Or nah, I'm just being paranoid. It's kind of that kind of energy for some of you. For some of you, spirit, like, you know. You know, you kind of caught it. You caught the energy. You were like, is it about that? This person is saying that they're fighting with me about this, but I feel like it's about that. You know, that kind of energy where it's like, you say it's because of this, but it feels like it's because of that. It's because what you're mad about doesn't seem like, you know, it's like what they're mad about is like this, but they're blowing up like it's like this, right? And you're like, but that's like this. Like, why are you this mad about something like this? You know, what's really going on here? And maybe that's why you feel like it's unjustified, or you feel like with that justice card in reverse, right? It's like, what? Yeah, it's just like, what are we fighting for? Like, why are you so mad? Or why are you kind of snippy? Or why you always act like this? Kind of saying underhanded things towards me, undermining things about me and about my life and stuff like that. Like, that's why this person has not let that go. Just period. They said they let it go. Like I said, for some of you, you know, they said they let it go. You apologize for it. They said it wasn't a thing, but it's like coming back up. You know, it could be all of this spiritual energy that this person is being asked to re-examine things, and things are coming back up where it's like, you know what? I said I let it go. I said I forgive you, but I don't think. And the thing about it is this person didn't ever truly forgive you. They didn't ever truly let it go. Somewhere deep inside, a part of them was still really hurt, really broken up over it, like really like, and a part of them, and if they've been going through some emotional stuff, if they've been having some, you know, so it's like, you might have said something, or maybe not even you. It could have been somebody else. And then all of a sudden they're just like, and another thing, when you did that, blah, blah, blah. It's like, what? Wait. Are you bringing up something from 5 years ago? You know, kind of like, what? You know, or like I said, they're not even really telling you what it's about. So if you are wondering if that friend, if that lover, if that family member was blowing up about you about something from the past, they were. They were also mad about something, but they were like this mad about this. But they were like, I feel justified in being mad about this thing because it just happened. I might be technically less justified to still be mad about this other thing, right? But it's like, but I'm going to make what's really about this, you know? And you're like, why are you that mad at this? Like, why are you like big, like this whole my whole freaking house mad with something that's just like this? You know, it's like, where there's not a one-to-one comparison there. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Okay. Okay, now. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not trying to invalidate this person's feelings or anything, but it's like, if you realize that something bothered you more than it did, right? There is a way to bring it up, to be like, hey, I know this might sound silly, but it's really been kind of like pecking at the back of my mind that this happened, and I know that we already talked about it, and I know that we said we squashed it, but I'm realizing that I have not, that it's still an issue for me. Can we talk about it? Can we deal with it? Can we address this? For some of them, I'm hearing embarrassed. For some of them, they're really embarrassed about it, or embarrassed about what happens. And so they're like, I can't, it embarrasses me to make it about that. So I'll make it about something else. Something about locking a door. Somebody might have freaked out. Somebody might have been like literally like the two of you, like I'm seeing, like they're literally showing me somebody who's like walking in the door with groceries in their hands. And it's like that person walks in the door in front of you, and you walk you walk in and you have groceries in your hands, and you don't turn around and lock the door, or something. It's locking a door. And you're walking, you're setting stuff down, and this person was just like, you didn't even lock that door. You're like, whoa, hold up. Like, I was going to lock the door, but I had groceries in my hands and I didn't do it yet. Or it's like, oh, I'm sorry, it just slipped in my mind. It's something simple, like, I'm sorry, it just slipped in my mind. And it should have been something that should have just been like, oh, okay, okay, it slipped your mind, okay, But it was something like, something little like that. Like, what? Why what are you blowing up? You're blowing up this big about, like I said, something this small. You're making a whole tree out of an acorn. Okay, like what's going on here? But like an acorn, yeah, it's giving me kind of like a planting and growing and blossoming inside this person, like over time. It's like a seed of hate that blossomed over time inside this person, and their brain is like, it's time for you to be mad about this right now. But their ego is like, but you'd look like a fool if you made it about that thing. So make it about this thing. But it's like, but you still look like a fool, because it's like your anger doesn't look justified. Like, even though to you it might be, right? And like I said again, this person might not even realize, it might be digging away at them. For some of you, it's something about cheating. Okay. Now I've had a discussion before with people about this, about the fact that it's like, if you are going to give a person that cheated on you another chance, right? You agreeing to give that person another chance does not give you the right to hold it over that person's head for the rest of your life. Okay? And I am a person who, I am not down with the cheating. Okay? I'm not down with the with getting cheated on, or me cheating. Which, some people might call me a hypocrite about, but anyway, I feel the way that I feel about it now. But it's kind of like, well, part of you saying, okay, like, you're never going to cheat on me again. And also, I'm not going to throw it in your face. I'm going to genuinely work on forgiving you, letting it go. Now, it's a thing if, like I said, over time you realize, I don't think I can let this go. I thought I could let it go, but I don't think I could let this go. Right? But it's like, you don't get to blow up on this person for every single little mistake that they make, or for, if they come home 30 minutes late, or if their phone died and they didn't answer the phone or something like that. You don't get the right to go through their phone, to go through their personal stuff. If you're going to act like that, just don't be with the person, right? Leave them. Don't be with the person, because if you're going to do a fresh start, you owe it to the relationship. If you're saying, yes, I'm agreeing to continue this relationship, you owe it to the relationship to give it an actual fresh start energy, right? Yeah. And it's like, if you're not the type of person that can recover from your trust being broken about things like that, don't try to continue the relationship, And it's kind of giving me that energy where it's like, this person, or like, you made a mistake in the past. This person said they forgave you, but they never really did. And it's just been growing inside of them for so long. And now they're just like, boom, like it's like a bomb, like a ticking time bomb that has exploded inside this person. And they're just like, I am so furious and mad, and I am justified in being furious and mad, you know, but they're not being really forthright and honest about what they're actually mad about. Which is why you might be like, what? You know? Yeah. Eventually, this person might get to the place where they can have some kind of effective communication with you about it. Yeah, buddy. But let me tell you something, right? The devil, this person is going through some shit. They're going through some shit. Their spirit guides are also working with them, asking them to purge old emotions, to let go of things that are holding them back, you know, heartbreak and whatnot, some kind of betrayal, you know. Yeah, because some of you really wanted to know what this person was still, you know. Everybody's story is going to be different. Sometimes I can give really details, and sometimes spirit is just like, yo, you know, like spirit saying that should be enough detail for you to kind of understand maybe what it was about. But for some of you, you're genuinely like, if this person really told you, you'd be like, what? Like, I don't even remember that. Like, we forgave each other, or we've moved on past it. Like, it happened so long ago. Like, you're still upset about that? Like, I didn't know. Strength. Perseverance. Yeah, this person has persevered holding on to this for a long time. And also spirit is saying that you need to have strength to persevere to overcome this difficulty of this situation with this person. Yeah, because you weren't making the decision that you really needed to make with that Two of Swords, you know. You were and also you were blocking out a love offer coming towards you. Yeah. Yeah. With the Queen of Rods and the Lovers card. This could be a fire sign person, or this person can have fire, like a fire, or you could very prominently in their chart. Also, sunflowers could be really significant. Keys could be significant. A hotel, some kind of hotel could be really significant here. Like you or this person could have made a really quick, irrational decision based on. This person could have been drunk, or you could have been. To see how this person here, again, with the red feathers, okay? Then it came to light, came to revelation. Like, again, I'm just getting spiritually pointing out, like, all these drinks, and then, like, but also they're like metaphorically they're telling me, you know how people say like drunk on power, like this person was drunk on, like, it's kind of like things that this person have been wanting to say, or that this person has been ignoring, or this person, like I said, has been building and building and building, and now and then when the person was like, this is my chance, it's kind of like this person was like, this is my chance. Now, you know, I might be, originally it might have been something that happened that's like this, but I've also been mad about this, you know, like that kind of energy. And it's like, whoa, that kind of escalated really freaking quickly. And it's just been everything that this person just has not been bothering to say, or has not been bringing up, even though it has been bothering them, or it's been an issue for them. And night, you know, and all of a sudden they came forward and boom, lit that tower on fire, you know? They lit that tower on fire. And they said, honey, I'm going to bring it to life. You know, I've been sneaking around about it. I've been holding back about it. I've been holding back about it. I've been holding on to this. I've been holding on to this, but no more. Lots of communication, really swiftly, really quickly. You know, just boom, 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 and this, and this, and this, and this, and I hate this about you, and I hate that about you. That kind of energy, right? All this sudden revelation. But there's healing. There's healing for both of you on the other side of this. You know, whether you heal and come back together, or heal and, you know, go apart, go your separate ways. Yeah, it's a really big blessing of awareness. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, you're probably going to end up kind of going your separate ways, at least for a while, right? But it's going to help you build your independence here with this Nine of Pentacles. It's definitely going to help you build your independence. I get, look, on the, right, with that Hermit card energy there, right? And again, on the back of the Spirit was saying on the back of the deck. So that's all this solo by yourself kind of energy on the back of the deck. Again, you know, don't concentrate on what you've lost. Turn around and see that Two of Cups is coming in. You know, it might have been slow incoming, but here comes your happiness. So judgment had been cast on the situation. Is there anything else? It's almost an hour and a half reading. Sorry, I've just been talking so long. You know, not everybody's still going to be here. You know, that's okay. Not everybody can be here. I understand. An hour and a half is a long time. Right. Yeah, like I said, judgment was cast on this situation. And, well, you know, happiness, your wish fulfillment, happier, better times are on the other side of this. They are. Also, I also want to say that some of you out there have like a love, specifically a Two of Cups as a form of a lover or a partner coming into your life. This person has been praying and hoping that any person, place, thing, mindset, anything that is holding you back from the two of you coming into union, this person has been hoping and praying that those would be removed from your life. So it's like, so that's why this kind of, it might have had like more of a punch, you know. It might have had more of like because the Spirit's giving me like this kind of like sucker punch energy where you're like didn't see it coming at all. You're like, what the heck, you know. So this person has been hoping and praying, you know, that it's not like they were like, oh, I want this person to get betrayed or anything like that, or I want this person to go through this. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's so weird. How did that get put in her reverse? I write it like most of my cards. It must have stuck together. But yeah, that just Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It was a patience. Like Spirit is saying patience with the Temperance card here. This betrayal. I'm hearing wrong time, wrong place. What do you mean by that, Spirit? Wrong time, wrong place. Yeah. I'm being drawn to look at the imagery again on this. You see how it's a couple here with two cups coming together, or do they have two cups? Just one cup, but it's a Ace of Cups with a couple here coming together with one person getting kicked off of the wheel, kind of energy. So again, with this exchange energy, of you making room for something else, a King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Cups coming out together. That kind of energy. It's like it needed to happen. Yeah. Again, this person's energy is also very protective over you, and yeah, equal match. They're very protective over you, and they also are like, you have no idea. You have no idea how deep this person's betrayal really went. Yeah. Again, with the Three of Cups energy, with that Three of Cups celebrations, with that Ace of Cups, celebrating, bringing in brand new things. Yeah, this energy that's coming into your life says that you deserve to be surrounded by friends, family, people who really celebrate you and the gift that you are, that really celebrate the gift of having this person's kind of a little grand. I'm like, okay, you got it on a pedestal a little bit, but okay, this person is like, this person sees you as a gift into their life, and they're like, look, you don't have time for anybody who doesn't see you, who doesn't value you, who doesn't recognize your worth. Like, don't spend your time shedding tears and crying and giving your energy to people who don't deserve it. You know, you deserve to have the victory in your life that you really deserve. You know, we deserve to come together. We deserve to have peace and harmony in our life. And this person is just like, I ain't gonna tolerate no bullshit. This person's like, no, like, no ma'am, no sir, like, no ma'am, no sir, This person was like, you deserve people who love you, who appreciate you, or, you know, a job, people around you, a job, like that energy. You deserve that. That's what you deserve. You deserve uh, people who are going to be there and going to love you and support you, and stop wasting your time and your energy, you know, on people who don't, or things that don't, you know. Hello? Emperor trying to come in. Right, I said this Emperor person too. Yeah, that's just like, you don't. This person's angry. Actually, this person can feel how hurt you were by this, and they're a little angry about it. They're like, who's hurting you? Who's doing this to you? Who's making you feel this way? Like, I'm not down for it. I'm not down for it. I am not okay with it. I'm not. This person feels very fiercely protective over you. Like, very protective. And this person is like, I'm telling you. And this person is like, it was 100% time for this devil energy to end in your life. It really was. Excuse me. All right. This is about enough. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. Oh, wait. Spirit wants me. Archangel Michael, do you have anything you want to say? Yeah, just the patience. Patience. You know, keep watering yourself. Keep. Oh my freaking gosh. Oh my freaking gosh. Oh my freaking gosh. Look at this. Look at this. It's these same freaking white flowers here in the background. Do you guys see that? Look. It's the same freaking white flowers that are in this whole entire deck over and over again. There's those same flowers. Okay. Okay. But yeah, the energy that you want, you know, that wants to surround you needs a place to come into your life. You know, your dreams, your manifestations, what you've really been wanting, it needs space. Yeah, and they're blooming more rapidly than you realize, right? Exactly. They're coming quickly, but still they need nurturing and patience. And again, on the back of the deck, when I stopped that, the beloved one, right? So Archangel Samuel is also saying, I'm coming into your life working on your soulmate relationships. Anything else? Prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. And that's Archangel Metatron. Okay? Absolutely. Right? Didn't I say that? Prioritize your energy. Prioritize what you're giving your focus to. Right? What you're giving your energy to. Yeah, you have this kind, loving, nurturing energy, and Spirit is saying not everybody deserves to have such big portions of you in their life. Spread your wings. Okay, this is it. Okay. Spiritual understanding. Okay. Spiritual understanding. I am bringing you esoteric information, symbols, and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay. Spirit is saying, all these symbols and signs and synchronicities that you've been seeing in all these cards, pay attention, okay? And again, spread your wings, again, with the feathers around everywhere, right? And then again, to here, in this very first, it's overcoming difficulties, the big white feather there in the middle, right? Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar, right? Now is the time. Yeah. Now is the time for all of this to happen. Oh my God, I have chills. Also, Archangel Metatron coming through. Chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So work with sacred geometry right now. You might want to look up Metatron's cube to clear out your chakras, to let go of some low vibrational energies that might be around you. Pay attention to the signs and symbols that you're hearing and that you're seeing around you. Yeah. Big message here of your spirit guides talking to you through like plants and animals. So be aware of that. Big energy of birds. Yeah. And then of course too here with the red bird in the background too. Right? Red feathers, red birds everywhere. Red birds, red feathers. And so much like protecting your crown chakra and a lot of like protecting your thought process, protecting your crown chakra, protecting how much influence this person has over you. Divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order exactly. So your ego is being really hurt right now. The pain and of all of the betrayal and everything that you're dealing with, or this injustification that you're feeling, is really hurting you right now, okay? But Spirit is trying to bring forth truth and justice to you. That's also the sword of truth, right? Archangel Michael's sword again, right? And, you know, Spirit is saying there is divine truth and balance. I just talked about that justice. There's the divine scales of balance coming in. It's here for a reason. So clear off your space, clear off your mind, clear off this energy because it doesn't serve you. And again, give yourself this comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping you to heal, okay? So your spirit guides are here helping you heal. They're giving you signs. They're giving you symbols. So pay attention to that and be guided towards your healing, towards what you really need in this situation, because, you know, you're being guided away from these people, these places, these things for a really important reason. Indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children in particular. You can help children who are sensitive. Again, the sensitivity as well as, again, about children. There's a big thing here around children. Right, we talked about that earlier, a lot earlier as well. All right, that's hello. Yeah, hello from heaven. Your loved ones on heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Again, right, with all these signs and symbols, Spirit is like saying, hello, hello, pay attention, hello. Pay attention to what you're being guided to. Hello. Pay attention to your feelings, especially when you get around people and you get like negative feelings or like sick to your stomach or things like that. Like, pay attention to those things, right? Or if you, like I said, you hang out with people or you tap into their energy and you get tired and stuff, be aware of that, right? Be aware, because you are really sensitive right now to the energies of people that are around you. And Spirit is saying, enough of the tomfoolery, enough of all that, enough of feeling not enough. You know, enough with all of that business, right? Spirit is just saying enough. Yeah, enough of the heartbreak, enough of the betrayal, enough of that, right? Alrighty. And again, nurture, right? Again with the children, again with the child. It's a big energy around children and a child here. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. Yeah. So, you know, pay attention to your children. Pay attention to that. Just because you might be separating away from this person doesn't mean that you can't you know, still be an effective parent, or however, you know, I know it can be difficult sometimes because unfortunately when people break up, so much of the time they prioritize their own feelings and not what's actually best for their child, or they think this person hurt me, so they must going to hurt my child too, or you know, I don't trust this person, so that equates over to not trusting them around your kids or stuff like that, you know, or using children to kind of hurt the other or be spiteful towards each other. And unfortunately, a lot of parents' egos when they go through splits and things like that, and um, that kind of really, it gets put on the child when it's really not, you know, or people will make it about a child when it's, you know, it's really about them. It's not really about a child. It's not really about their child, or it's not about your child that you share together. It's not really about that. It's really about you. Um, yeah. Trust and follow your a renewed passion in your love life or and career. Yeah. So somebody was asking for a little bit of guidance. Spirit was saying, follow your path, follow your career. That's what you need to give your you know, your energy to right now, and be you're being very you're very sensitive right now to the energies of people that you're surrounding yourself with, so be aware of that. Okay. Surround yourself with people who are in the energy that you want to be in. Okay. Or if you are happy with where your energy is right now, you know, excuse me, maintain and make sure that you are maintaining people who share that same energy around you, right? Yeah, big thing around kids right now. Comfort. Um, for some of you too, some of you might have a child that really needs to be comforted right now. Um, yeah. Some of you might be getting a phone call from a child. Because this child is just like, I really want to talk to you, I want to see you, or something like that. Something's going on. I don't think it's like an emergency or anything like that, but you might be getting a surprise phone call from a child in your life. Um, yeah, yeah, and again, nurture, choose love. Um, and if you can, choose not to speak badly about this person to the child. Okay. Prioritize, yeah. Spirit saying prioritize and life review. Yeah. A lot of things are being reviewed and being cut from your life right now. Um, and in the future, things might make more sense in hindsight. Spirit is saying, in hindsight, things are going to make a lot more sense. All right. I know this was a really long one. Thank you guys for being here with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everything, like I said in the beginning, for all the love, for all the guidance, for all the light, for all the comments, for all the shares, for everybody that donates or tips to the channel, for everybody that goes and visits my online shop, you know, or just peruses around or looks around and sees what's going on there. Thank you guys so very much. If you like the content, give it a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing, especially if you're here all the way at the end of this video. Like, you're a trooper. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, right? And like I said, leave a comment down below about whatever about whatever you want to talk about. Not just if it resonated, but about whatever you want to talk about down there. Okay. So thank you guys very much for being here with me today. And again, this energy here, I'm hearing somebody feels really attacked. Like, I'm not trying to attack you, I'm just reading the energy. So I hope you feel better. Okay. And I hope, if you're out here, I hope a speedy recovery for your heart on the other side of this. Okay. So be there for yourself, love yourself, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay. Bye.